Hey lads, there was a recent interview with Ian and Preach about the current state of the game, and several times it was mentioned that certain aspects of the game are there just because of the casual player, so Preach and everyone else wouldn't understand. So here I am, a casual player, and there are a few things that I would like to say about the Covenant system. First, in the interview he said that they're happy without it, although they're not planning to do the same thing again anytime soon. Well, let me start with this. He's not going to say that the Covenants are bad, just because that would be admitting defeat too early in an expansion that is entirely based on the Covenant system. However, the first big problem is that you don't get to choose your own Covenant. You want to optimize your character, I want to do it, and I know that I'm not as good as the other players, so I don't want to further handicap myself by choosing a suboptimal Covenant. So what do? You go to Google, you go to Wowhat, you type your character and your specialization, and you pick the best Covenant that they tell you. As a result, you have 90 or 95% of the population of a given class specialization in only one Covenant, and the rest are just wasted. We only get problems now like balancing and getting the next patch way too late in time. Not to mention that my main is a Restoration Shaman. I would love to be Night Fae, I would love to be Kyrian, I would be okay being Inventor, but guess what, I'm a Necrolord and I definitely wouldn't choose that if I could, but this is what Google told me. The next big problem is the fact that you're simply locked out of content. There are 4 different campaigns for the Covenants, but I was able to only do 2 on my main and on my alt. And even if I was to roll other out just to see the campaign, there is so much more that I get locked out of. For example, I'm not a big fan of the domination building in the Necrolord, but my Paladin alt, which is a Kyrian, gets to do the Path of Ascension, which in my opinion is amazing. At the same time, I have no idea what the Night Faes do, I have no idea what the Venters do, and even if I had an out, I wouldn't spend the time of farming tons of anima just to unlock those features, so this is just a content that I'm never going to experience in the game. And yet, the biggest problem of all is that you get locked out of different gameplay styles. I never get to experience the playstyle of the other Covenants. I am very happy with my alt, which is a Kyrian Paladin. Divine Toe is amazing, but then I get to watch MDI, where Holy Paladins do so much damage as Venter, and I would love to try this out, but I'll never get to do that, because switching a Covenant is just way too expensive, and then I have to farm all the anima to get up to the point where I'm right now. I would love to play Ventier Enhancement Shaman just as an out spec, but I'm not switching my Covenant for an out spec. So, as much as I enjoy the game in certain aspects, I'm very unhappy of the fact that I get locked out of so much stuff that I could have actually done inside of the game. Do you feel the same? Do you think I'm wrong, or you have something to add? Please let me know in the comments below. Cheers and take care.